Hey y'all, I know it's late. There's probably not gonna be nobody showing up, but we shall see. I'm gonna wait until a minute. I know it's late. Hey, enjoy. I know it's late. I was gonna start like at 12, but some unforeseen situations, hey butterfly team, happened, and I'm gonna let y'all know because I'm all about being transparent. Because a lot of people think that as readers we don't go through stuff and we don't deal with stuff. I'm just very private, and I think a lot of us Capricorns are private when it comes to our personal life. But I don't know who. Hey, Callie. I don't know who was here from yesterday, but I told a story about a guy that I had been talking to, and it was just talking. Neither one of us, said, "Hey, let's try this out in a relationship." Blah blah blah. So I met him like 4 years ago. Recently, found out that he had a baby on the way after I had asked him if he was messing with anybody else, or in a relationship, because I don't do that cheating stuff. I've been cheated on, so I don't want to do that to other people. So he actually called yesterday. He was getting buck with me on the phone, y'all. Like I actually have the recording, and I recorded it for my proof, just in case. But he basically was yelling at me and basically making it seem like it was no big deal. And I tried to explain to him and told him like, hey, he said Gemini reading. I know I'm gonna start doing those. Hey, Lady Gray, I'm gonna start doing other signs next year. But yeah, so he basically called me, raising his voice at me as if I did something wrong. He was trying to see who told me about his child on the way and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm not giving up my source because clearly it was meant for me to know that information, because he didn't plan on telling me. And he said that several times in the conversation, but then tried to backtrack. So basically, fast forward to today, the girl posted a picture that shows that they had been in a relationship. I don't know if it's a relationship, but he's been around them. She has a child a year old from another person, and their child's not due until sometime next year. I told her, and yes, that's low vibrational, and I should have just left it alone. But at the end of the day, first of all, he blocked me. He blocked me on his phone. He blocked me on Facebook Messenger because he was trying to hide from her. And I didn't go into details with her because, of course, there's all those people that try to say, do you have any proof? When's the last time? All of that shit. I just told her, I know I'm telling my business tonight, y'all. Uh, I just told her the basics of he basically lied to me, called me yesterday, threatening me because he thought I was behind a fake page, all of that. So basically, he was still trying to not tell me he was in a relationship, or at least going to be in a relationship, trying to keep it open. That's pretty much what he was going to do, because he had no intentions of telling me. And of course, from perspective of other people, they'll be like, oh, he doesn't have to tell you, he don't owe you no loyalty, blah blah blah. And really, it's not even about loyalty, which I feel he did owe me loyalty because I have known him for 4 years. But basically, he should have just communicated and been honest. Like, I'm an honest person. I don't need to lie to people. So I'm an honest person. And for him to try to hem me up and accuse me of something that I didn't do, to kind of blame for something else, because that's why I'm saying that somebody else must have came forward as well. But I spared her the details. I didn't tell her that I recorded the conversation we had yesterday or anything like that, because I did not want to bring any more damage, because sometimes yeah, our birthday is coming up. And I know this is like not the reading, y'all. I probably should come back and say something else, but case in point, because I feel like I'm complaining, I'm getting tired of hearing myself. Case in point, when he had me on the phone yesterday, that would have been the time to clear the air and just be like, look, I'm sorry that this blah blah blah, I'm gonna be in a relationship with her, blah blah blah. That's all it had to be. But the fact that, you know, even the family's like, oh, yeah, he's good to him and blah, blah, that means you've been around this person. So you basically used me. And that's where I have an issue. I would never, ever use anybody, like literally, you know? And so I had to stop and think. And I'm like, you know what? Don't even go no further. Don't tell her the last time that y'all was together. Don't tell her that you have a recording of him denying that he's in a relationship. Just leave it at that. So I just told her, you know, the main thing for me was I don't mess with people in a relationship, or I'm not a side chick either. And I told him that on the phone. And the thing about it with most men, I'm gonna say most men, they don't want to deal with the backlash, but they make it worse. Had he told me, hey, I don't see this going nowhere with us, blah, 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 that's fine. He had to try to say, oh, you had a child too, and I didn't say nothing. You weren't trying to take me out. You weren't trying to go nowhere. So I take that personal, because this is not the first time that something like this has happened. And so I take it personal, because it's like, damn, like, these men out here, I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or what. It's really just annoying, and it actually frustrates me more than anything, because I don't treat people that way. You know, I really, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always there for people, and I don't get it in return. So that's pretty much it. That's a done deal. And he's 28. I'm 34. So there is a little gap, but that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you, and the thing about it for me, that's an issue. I don't understand why people don't want to, like, respect me. Like, he never asked me to take me on a date. He never did none of that. And in the 4 years, I never bothered him, never asked for anything. And that's why it hurts, because it's like, you just literally just jumped into something else just because the girl got pregnant. But then on the phone, you're telling me that you weren't doing nothing with her, or y'all wasn't together, and I'm not in a relationship. So it's just so weird. That's funny. His birthday is December 26th. Mine's a January 14th. But yeah, I just was pissed off. That's why I came on here. I think that because I have issues with, like, rejection, because it stems back from my childhood. So I guess that's part of my shadow work that I still need to work on. But it's like, damn, I'm I'm actually dating material. So that's why I'm like, kind of like, oh, you can play daddy to some other man's child, but I have a child too that's like 13, and you couldn't, you know what I'm saying? So I start comparing, and that's when I start getting into the low vibrational stuff. I probably should just left it alone, but the thing is that I don't like liars. Case in point, that's it. Um, so I ended up just blocking her, and he already blocked me because he was trying to hide it. So that's pretty much it. That's why it took so long for me to get on. But I'm being vulnerable with you guys, because I kind of keep my, like, dating life and stuff private. It's just like, damn, I don't know if you guys experienced that, but it's like a lot of things that happen, like this constantly happens to me. So don't know what that is about, but let's get this going. I'm trying to find my... Hold on, I'm trying to find my, what you call it? Let me get that energy out of here. With, hey, Divine. Hold on, I'm reading this stuff. I'm about to clear the clear the air here because I don't want my, stuff to come into that. This the late night train. What time is real? Yeah, Divine, and it's crazy because I don't know, like I don't know why I get attached to people, but here's the thing. I wasn't even really like all on him like that until this year. And it's so crazy because I kind of feel like God shows you things because we can tell when energy changes. So I already knew in August that something was up. Like I went to California and he was texting me talking about, oh, who'd you go with and all that. You're asking me all these questions. I'm like, what is this about? So then, because the girl, I think she looks like 2 months pregnant or so. And it's not her fault. It's really him. He's the common denominator. And I told him I don't want drama. So I don't understand why he didn't just tell me. But of course, like y'all said, coward. But yeah, so I really didn't have feelings for him until like recently, which was weird. It's super weird. But not August, October, basically the fall every year for me is like there's always some bullshit. If it's not my daughter's father, it's something else. And it's just so crazy to me. And I'm not dooming anything, but I kind of feel like he just got out the military and he lied about that too. So he basically was like, oh, I don't know when I'm going to go back. And then he started saying, oh, I'm working. I don't know when I'm going to have to go in again. That don't even make sense. So I think that sometimes it is protection because a lot of these people, they want to manipulate someone. And when they know they can't do it, that's when they're going to go with the choice of least resistance, basically. And I don't really, and the thing about it is that I don't usually do that. But I told myself, like, after the last guy, I said, you know what? I'm not about to sit here and just keep my mouth shut. I just can't. So hopefully I didn't do no damage because I don't want nobody coming over here, messing up my stuff. But it's just I had to let it be known. And at the end of the day, like y'all said, it's cowardice. And it is what it is. It's out of my hands right now. Yep, Divine, that's what he was gonna do. Cause even in the conversation yesterday, he was talking about I wonder if I can edit this part out because people probably gonna be like, where's the reading, girl? I'm gonna put timestamps, by the way. So I'll put a timestamp when I actually start the reading. I forgot what I was saying. I was talking too much. That just made it feel a lot better. But yeah, I just have issues with rejection, that's all. And sometimes I start questioning, like, am I too much? Am I too masculine? But I really think that he got out the military, needed somewhere to go. And she happened to be in the thing. Because literally he was saying it was an accident and so it's whatever. Yeah, because when he was telling me about a fake page, I was like, yeah. And I even told him, I said, that must be some other female that you were talking to. So basically, that's the problem when people are out here being hoes and they try to get into a relationship with someone without like closing things out with other people. You get into situations like this, you know. And for me, if I ever got in a relationship with someone, I will, if I had been talking to someone, I will be honest and tell that person, because that's the first thing that you should do when you get in a relationship is say, hey, I was talking to this person, but I wouldn't even have to do that because I don't be messing around with multiple people like that. So he got himself into that situation. But we already know some women, and they act like, because I think she act like she's spiritual, but they act like that, but they're not. Because if I had gotten with someone and they told me all this stuff and it was while we were dating, I would not be with that person. But that's just me. I mean, everybody's not going to be like me. So let me run this one more time. But yeah, I think I'm just frustrated. And I kind of showed my the devil side of Capricorn. I was going to leave it alone. But he really was going to try and play me too. And I thought that was like messed up. Because I have a child. So it's okay to, you know, try to manipulate and play me, but you want to play house with another woman, another man's child, and that child is like 1 year old. But it's okay to disrupt my life, and I have a child. Like, that's just fucked up. And I know I don't cuss a lot, but that really is messed up because I don't do people like they do me. And I told him that on the phone. Like, that's the crazy thing. And he's a Capricorn, but he's a man Capricorn. So I guess they're different. I don't know. All right, let me write this down. Wow. Be careful. I don't have no worries because I don't think he even lives here anymore in my city. But I'm just going to pray about it. I don't think he's going to be that stupid. Oh, you didn't miss nothing, Shanika. I'm just telling my business. That's all. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Let me see if I could pull up a song. Sorry, y'all. Wait, what happened? Yeah, Jaden, like, I really am too honest. I think that's my flaws, that I'm too honest. Because I wouldn't do people dirty like that. And I don't even really date like that. Like, I'm really actually at a point where I just don't want to date. And you know what? It's so crazy because I haven't had sex in like 3 months, and he was the last person. And I kind of feel like that was a blessing because it's kind of like I get to start over. But I guess it just hits different because I've known him for 4 years. So I've known him since I was the age that he is now. Yeah. You sound good. Yeah, I do keep it too real. All right. Facts. If only y'all could hear the conversation. I was really nonchalant. Yep. Hey, Marcy. All right, so let's look at December for Capricorn. I'm going to try and do overall, like I'm going to do overall message for Capricorn. And then we'll see about work, and love. So overall, I know I was sleepy yesterday after that conversation. I should have just known, right? I think it's just because, I'm smart and I'm feel like dumb. But anyway, I'm going to keep talking about it because that's something I do. I know. Yeah. He was just actually really like good because he was in the military and everything. He always texts me. Thanks, Nancy. Absolutely, Jaden. All right, what does Capricorn need to know for December overall? Everyone watching right now or later, what do they need to know for December? Overall energy for December. Wow, y'all, this is crazy. So we have relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. This is crazy. This came out because I literally watched Tyler's tarot earlier. He used these cards, and I was like, oh, I want to go ahead and use those because I haven't used them in a minute. And the same card came out. So relationships. I'm gonna go ahead and get two more, and then we'll talk about it. But we have relationships first. So basically, well, never mind. We'll talk about it because y'all know I always like to talk as I pull them. We have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. I know I do watch his like Capricorn readings and his readings. He's fun. I just don't like all that cussing at the subscribers. Let me get one more. What else is Capricorn need to know for December? And I think too that I'm so like messed up behind it because my moon is in Scorpio, and then my Sagittarius, my rising sign is Sagittarius. So I have a lot of fire, and I'm also very emotional. So I think that's another thing. And I do have a lot of masculine traits. I'm not even gonna lie. Being assertive. And we have service. I feel good when I can help others, which is something I think Capricorns do all the time. I mean, I cuss too. I'm not gonna lie. It's just that it's sometimes weird, and I think that people just do that on purpose to get him to cuss. But all I know is he pulled the relationships card. So basically, what I see here for December Capricorn is that relationships, it can be a romantic relationship or just relationships in general. You're gonna start looking at people, and if they're not meeting your standards, or they're not, I was going to say collectively, I don't know why I was going to say that. If they're not conducive to your healing and your progress, I feel like you're going to let these people go. We do have failure here. So I do feel like failures are lessons to be learned, because it's like, okay, this happened. Next time I'm going to do this. And to be honest, a lot of the I'm going to do quote failures that I've had in my whole entire life have actually led me to this point where I'm not going to, like Divine said, get too attached. So I'm going to start, if I do continue to date, I'm going to date multiple people. May the best man win. Let's just say that. But yeah, so definitely I do feel like a lot of relationships are going to be evaluated, and you're going to look for those people that don't need to be in your life, and you're going to start cutting them off. And then with this service here, it says, I feel good when I can help others. I feel like a lot of times you do help people naturally. It's not something that you may think about. You just do it. And I feel like you have to start putting that energy into yourselves. Not saying like if it's something that you go and you volunteered like to feed people, or donate your clothes to a good cause or something like that, that's normal. But I feel like you have to start putting a lot more into yourself, because when you're constantly being there for everyone else, they'll suck they'll suck you dry. And I feel like it's important to make sure that you are putting that back into yourself. But I think also this is saying to get your mind off of these things, you are going to start, giving back to people or seeing where you can do more. At the bottom, we do have grief. So I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So if you are losing friendships or relationships, it's basically you saying that, yeah, it's going to hurt, but also it's going to help me in the future know who to keep around, who to let go, not to put too much into people if they're not going to give back to me. And then we have worry. So I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So yeah, this is about putting too much energy on things that you can't change. Like, everyone's going to worry. Like, that's common. That's common. Everyone's going to worry about something. But at the end of the day, worrying is not going to change the outcome. I kind of feel like there's something about putting action to something. So if you are worried about a specific event or something that's going to happen, you just have to kind of take a step back and be like, okay, where do I go from here? What can I change? What can I not change? Because I actually put a wheel up on my Facebook of the things that you can control and the things that you can't control. So I do feel like, hold on. Sorry, y'all. I was getting some other cards. So I do feel like it does start with us. Like, what we choose to entertain, what we choose to say. Those are the things that we need to go by. All right. So that's overall. We have relationships, failure, and service. So this is about learning lessons, getting rid of people who are not helping you mentally. I'm not even sure. Hey, Vibrant, you didn't miss much. I was just telling my business. I'm going to do timestamps after I'm finished with this. Well, if anyone in here does not have good intentions, y'all bounce. Okay. But you know what? People do get their karmic justice. I've even gotten karma, for things that I've done. And I do feel like when people move dirty, it's going to always come back to you. Because I was even thinking in my head, I don't want to like be negative, and I'm not 100% sure, but that might not even be his child. But anyway, oh, okay. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know for December? What time is it? Lovers. So there's something here, Capricorn. This can actually be something good, but this is also talking about connections as well. And this is also Gemini energy. We already know that. So definitely I feel like something in December is going to transpire where you could be meeting someone. You could be possibly going on a date with someone. I feel like there's some type of connection here. Let me see what else. What else Capricorn need to know? Oh, never mind. We have coffin. So that's the theme. Unfortunately for December, I do feel like there's a lot of endings. And I feel like a lot of this is meant to be. So I feel like it's something that may look bad on the surface, but there's a lot of endings. And that's crazy that this failure is under, coffin's under failure, and then lovers is under relationships. I know that's because I be talking ahead of time. I need to hush. And we have concern here. Hold on, let me get one more. What else is... We have main female. I don't like that. So if this is about ending relationships with people, there could be an older gentleman and a woman that are not going to be in the picture anymore. But also there could be someone literally like that was married or together that's going to be passing away, or an ending of a relationship and someone's worried about somebody. I feel like there's something unexpected here. And this concern, worry did come out. There's something that is going to be bothering you, Capricorn, in December. Oh, let me get some. We have pathway. Okay, that's a little bit more positive. Let me get one more. And we have false person. Damn. Okay, let me get one more. Hold on. Because I'm trying to figure out how it's going to make sense. And we have community. You say your birthday month, you refuse. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, in December, you're going to realize that you dodged a bullet from fake people. These things needed to end because they weren't going to give you what you were looking for. And of course, you're going to have concern about certain things. You may worry about these and start questioning, but you are on the right path. This pathway here is talking about change. You're moving from darkness to light. You do not want to be involved in any type of chaos, drama. You're moving on to something better and away from people like this. And there's a lot of them. I'm just going to let you know. With this community card and false person, there's a lot of them around. Also, I feel like somebody could be plotting on someone, so be careful. Because some people are unhinged. You know, you don't want to get involved with that. So there's a lot of people that are unhinged. Bottom of the deck, we have occupation. So you guys are going to be putting more into your work, whatever that is, or any ideas that you may have. And then we have toil and labor. So some of you are tired of your job too. And you want to do something that's going to be a little bit more beneficial, more financially stable. But you guys are just tired. I think December is just closing out a period of tiredness, like having to do too much for little reward. You know, you're really trying to focus on yourself. But that's pretty much what I see here, is that you're walking away from people that are showing you their true colors, people who are being fake towards you. And that's really why I don't share a lot. I know I'm digressing, but I do have people that's like watch my pages. I don't know who it is. And, you know, with like 9,700 and some people, you never know who is watching. So, Corianne, you were correct on that. But yeah, these are people that are smiling in your face, but they're really, I was going to say the Backstabber song. That sounds cheesy, but definitely these are people that you thought you could trust. I'm going to get to the tarot in a little bit. I just don't like that false person because that's like deceit. Let's see. Look, I have seduction, self-indulgence. What else does Capricorn need to know for December? Wow. Okay. So we have girl with the snake. So empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. So this could be someone trying to come in and sneak and be sneaky a female. Being charmed or used. This is someone untrustworthy. I feel like there's a female here that's going to snap. I don't know if that's for y'all or someone related to y'all or in your inner circle, I should say. I feel like somebody's going to snap in a relationship and there could be something bad. feel like there's something in my nose. We have not enough. Frustrated in a relationship. Someone's not confident about a relationship. That could be the concern here. So if you start talking to someone new, you could be like concerned because you're like not sure if you could trust them. And then also you could just be concerned like, what's the next step? Like, what's going on here? Who can I trust? There's something about who can I trust in December. You're just looking at people's side eye for sure. We have Cupid's arrow, so that's good. So it says, have faith, love is coming. So some things could like fall through for something else to come along. Sorry. We have girl talk, so time with friends, moving on. So yeah, you guys are going to start seeking people who are going to be like in your tribe. People that are going to uplift you and bring you joy. We have the chaser. Somebody could be chasing you. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, there's somebody here that you're, I was going to say dissing. There's someone that you're letting go in December. And I'm getting friend too. So there could be a friend that you're letting go of in December. And whoever this person is sees that you're moving on, you're having fun, you're enjoying your peace, and they're going to start chasing you and trying to figure out why are you not talking to them. And it's going to be an issue now where it wasn't before. Yeah, I got to do my class switch color. And you guys are going to be like, look, I'm not dealing with it. So you could be avoiding someone in December, or someone could be doing this to you. So basically December is about who can you trust. Be cautious, watch your surroundings. Yeah, you're not trying to hear it. So whoever this person is, they're going to try and come in and tell you something. And I feel like this is somebody that you cut off. And you learned a lesson from this person. This could even be someone that's like from way past trying to come back in because maybe something didn't work with them. And that's another reason why people do leave things open and they don't try to end it, because they're not 100% sure about what they got going on. So they want to have this illusion that, oh, you know, I'm single, I'm not talking to nobody, I'm not doing nothing. So that way they can have the freedom to do as they please. We do have seduction. So yeah, there's somebody that's still attracted to you. They still want you in December, but they're trying to reel you into some type of third party situation. So they're not being honest with you about it. Or they're trying to block you from being with someone new or meeting this new person. And I feel like a lot of you might hesitate and be like, I'm not sure if this is the right person for me because of what you've experienced in your past. So I feel like this is a time for you in December to really reevaluate what your boundaries are, what you're looking for, and don't steer away from those. So I know a lot of people like to do like New Year's resolutions. I stopped doing those a long time ago. I just do what feels natural to me. So that's pretty much what it is. But I do feel like somebody's going to try and suck you back into a world that you told yourself you don't want to get into. They're going to try. We do have this boat here. So yeah, you're moving on. You have two cards here about moving on, closure. So I feel like if people aren't going to give you closure, you have to just keep going. Unfortunately, I know it sucks. It hurts. Been there, done that several times. These people will not give you closure because that's showing you their character. They're not about that. So you have to be like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't have time for that. I'm out. And that's pretty much what I see you guys doing in December. So let's get some tarot. Let's look at work. I really don't like sectioning them off like that. I know that's weird, but I don't like sectioning them off. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. because that don't feel right to me. That don't feel right to me to do that. So we gonna do other. Yes, Lady Gray. I'm just a hothead. I've been like that since I was a kid. And it's funny because I remember one time me and my sister, we were trying to like protect my mom because a car was moving too fast and they almost hit her. So we started cussing the car out and she was talking to her friend and we embarrassed her and I feel bad for that. But I really go hard for people that are in my life. Like I'm not about to sit here and play with my like people like that. So, as you said, if someone shows you disrespect, that right there is enough closure to show you what type of person they are. And my mom always told me, don't ever think that if someone moves on to someone else that they're getting a different version. They're getting the same version. And I've watched so many like relationship gurus and stuff on YouTube, and it's true that oftentimes, and I'm not to bash men because I know men watch my channel, but you can flip it. I just say that because I only date men. So sometimes men will go for the easier option because they know that if you, how do I say this? I'm trying to say it right. They know that certain people they have to step up with. And then with other people, all it takes is for them to say, oh, I love you, acts of service or something like that. And they're cool with it. So, it is what it is. Okay, Queen of Wands and Ace of Wands came out. There's something that you're going to be passionate about, something that you want attention from, or something that you want to give attention to in December. Damn. Damn, one fell on the floor. Let me get that. Oh, look at that. 5 of Swords in reverse. I'm going to put it back. Actually, I'm going to put them over here. So someone has a regret about something that they caused. We also have Queen of Swords in reverse. So I feel like in December, a lot of you are not going to be playing games with people. I think so many people are used to you just like brushing it off or whatever. And that's where people get the misconception. When you're a spiritual person, you understand yourself, but you also not about to let nobody play with you either. Now, I'm not condoning like fighting or anything like that. That's not something I would do because at the end of the day, I would never jeopardize like everything I worked hard for. So, oops. So that's pretty much it on that one. So I do feel like a lot of you are going to be a little bit more cutthroat. And people are going to be looking at you. They could be concerned like, what's going on with the Capricorn? But it's really just because you don't have time to be playing, Someone could also be leaving something as well, like a relationship, marriage. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you're choosing something, which I feel like you're choosing yourself. So unfortunately, people just gonna have to watch out because I feel like you guys are gonna be choosing yourself. You're not gonna be like, oh, it's okay and turn the blind eye, listening to everybody else trying to tell you, oh, you shouldn't trip about it. You're gonna be like, no, I'm choosing me and I'm gonna do what I want to do. What else is Capricorn for December? We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. So yeah, you guys aren't going to be in this state of lack for long. You're not going to sit here and worry. You're not going to sit here and ponder over things. Like you really, these are not all in the reverse, by the way. This is about you making a change. This is a change in a new direction, and it's like a new person's in town. You've learned enough lessons to get to this point. And you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and act like this. I'm not going to sit here in this space forever. So you guys are taking charge of your life. Look at that. What have we been talking about? Honesty and trust and truth. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Because I don't feel like that's for you. You're going to expect people to be upfront with you. We do have Three of Wands. So making plans. And then the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Why? Hold on. Okay. So I'm getting with this situation, after you cut everybody off and go on about your business, I do feel like there's somebody here that's in regret. They regret doing something. They're going to come and tell you the truth. Somebody's going to tell you the truth or make plans to come tell you something because they still have some feelings. And I don't know if it's feelings to be in a relationship, but maybe they just want to clear the air and kind of just, you know, do the right thing. That's what I'm getting here. But also I will be careful because we do have a false person. I'm going to say both sides. That could be, the first one could be that someone is going to, you know, regret a certain situation, come forth, tell you or make plans to tell you something about something emotional. I don't know. Or they could be trying to do this to get closer to you and try to hurt you. I don't know why I keep getting that. So just be cautious either way. You have to really trust your intuition. Like, you really have to trust your intuition on this one. Look at that. Heartbreak. Pain. Someone's hurting. Yeah, I'm just getting somebody's... like, people really are crazy out here. Every time that you look at the news, which I don't look at the news, I actually hear stories on YouTube. There's just people that have lost it. So that's why I said be cautious if someone's trying to come back and trying to express themselves and all this other stuff and all of that, because I feel like they're just trying to get closer to you so they can do something. There's something that's unstable, unhappy. This person could be unstable. And there's something about surprise. Something caught them by surprise, or somebody got caught by surprise. What is it that this is about? What is the surprise? Three of Coins. Someone wants to help, or they want you to help them. Somebody could be trying to reach out or say something to you, and it's a surprise because I feel like somebody... I'm getting like set up, but they're trying to catch somebody. What in the world is this about? It's like somebody's plotting. Four of Coins. They're holding on to something. What is this about? See, look, somebody's holding on to something. Trying to keep something a secret? Dang, I'm even confused. I haven't been confused enough. What is... in a good minute. What is this about? King of Wands in reverse. Somebody might hold on to a grudge. So there might be somebody plotting and planning something, but I feel like you're going to already know about this. So you're going to take like the precautions, whatever it is, protecting your energy, watching your surroundings. Because somebody, and this is like Leo energy or fire energy. It's like somebody's mad. And then we have Queen of Cups. So someone could be mad that you are always bouncing back from things. Like, you're trying not to let things get to you. You're like enjoying your life. You're happy. And there's somebody here that's not wanting to get cut off. This is the person that possibly doesn't want to get cut off. And I feel like they're unstable and there's things that are going on in their life. So there's something about envy here. Yeah. See, something from the past. This could be you guys trying to block out the past because, like I said, December is like the last month of the year where everybody gets their affairs in order, all of that. So I feel like a lot of you are trying to not think about the past because you want to go into the new year with like a clear mind. And we have the Ten of Cups, yeah. Because you guys are looking for like happiness and joy. You don't want no pain. So definitely you do not want to bring the past into the new because this is what you're trying to achieve. So some of you are going to set a goal. I even said I was going to do like a vision board. But some of you are going to set a goal to where you want just pure happiness. You want everything to just go right. And so in order to do that, you know what needs to be done. And I feel like that's what you're going to do. Page of Coins in reverse. I feel like somebody's going to eventually give up on trying to get you to see or do something. And they're going to make some type of decision to leave it alone. Yeah, this is something about making a choice. And I feel like you guys are making a choice too. There's so much more. There's many options. That's what I'm kind of getting here. There's options for you. Look at that, Seven of Swords. What is this about? Because I feel like this is like... I feel like this is like being ugly. Nice, don't care. They just expose themselves. Absolutely. I know y'all probably like, girl, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, it's going to go back to trust. I feel like there's somebody being sneaky. What is this Seven of Swords here for? Why is the Seven of Swords here? Eight of Swords in reverse. Why is there a lot of air energy? There's air and fire here a lot. Pretty much all the signs are here, but heavy on the air. It's like somebody has something up their sleeve. They're going to choose, make a decision. They're not confused anymore. They got out of something. I don't know. This make me gonna look at everybody's side eye. I promise you. I'm gonna look at everybody's side eye in December. The Emperor. So someone's gonna take charge. This could be somebody from your past coming back to... And this is probably a sneaky person or somebody that was sneaky. But I still say be cautious because I feel like somebody is returning, but they may have like other things that they're coming for. You know what I'm saying? Five of Coins in reverse. So for some of you, somebody gets kicked out and you were the other option that they didn't choose. So they're going to try and come to you under those pretenses. Wow. That's a sneaky energy. Don't let nobody come back in December. That's what I'm getting. Nine of Cups, yeah, because y'all really doing stuff for yourself. You know, you have a lot of stuff going. You are happy you finally made it to wherever it is that you're looking for and still going. I feel like somebody's just trying to ruin something, so be cautious of that. Yeah, Eight of Wands. It's something that's going to just come out the blue. I really get like this, something's gonna happen out the blue in December. And then we have the Knight of Coins. So some of you guys can actually get a promotion, or you might get a job offer. But something that is like a hobby, something that you didn't really take seriously. Let's see. Where's my cards? Let's get it. Let's get it. You say the air is the new supply. Dang, it's already one. I don't know. I always tell people to trust your intuition for sure. And I think sometimes we second guess our intuition because we're like, oh, well, I wouldn't know. How do I know that? And then it ends up being that. And it's just so crazy. Like, women are really in tune. And I think most of that comes from the fact that, you know, the mother instincts, we can tell when something's off. Like, we can really tell when something's off. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Love the way you jiggle. It folds. Dang. I opened up my Facebook and this is what was on there. That's crazy. All right, let's see what's going on. So for those people who may be coming back to Capricorn in December, what is something that we need to know or that they want to say? What do they want to say? You bring me joy. So 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment, happy, everything I asked for. So I feel like somebody's going to actually be sitting in this. They could also be coming back and telling you this as well. But I feel like somebody could actually be sitting in this, thinking about their actions and how things played out. You're my addiction, stalker alert. So somebody mentioned earlier about a stalker. Just be careful because I feel like now I'm getting it could be a woman. It could be the other woman that's going to be watching you now. I don't know, but we do have obsession, your mind, spy, stalk, don't want you with anyone else, jealous. So yeah, that's why I said something about trust. Like, figure out who you can trust. Wow, we got 2 stalker alerts. I drive by places you know, so apartment, work, stores. So I feel like somebody's going to start stalking you. And it doesn't have to be in the physical form. It could also be like online or something like that. Somebody's going to start playing games. That's what I'm getting. Don't change who you are. So confident, real, independent, successful. A lot of the qualities of Capricorn. Make sure that you don't lose yourself in all of this that's going to be coming at you. Because I do feel like it's going to be like that last hurrah where people are going to try and test you one last time. But just think about what you've actually built and what you've accomplished. And don't let these people bring you into their circle. Like their mess. You provide sexual healing for me. So again, like I said, I think I said that earlier, that somebody might be coming back for relations of some kind under the false pretense. I just don't trust this. Like, it doesn't feel like I could trust this person, whoever this is. I didn't plan to stay around long, so caught feelings, one night stand, running through emotional distance. Oh, I hear a car out there. Okay. So yeah, This is somebody that plays around. They're not like in it for the long run. This could actually be y'all too. Maybe you guys are out there in December. Hopefully not. You know, because there's a lot of stuff going on out there. But I didn't plan to stay around long. So maybe you guys are going to start being players yourself, but never become what you dealt with, if I can say. So if someone did you dirty, don't become dirty back, you know. But definitely, I do feel like somebody's coming with some BS. Because with the Seven of Swords, that's somebody sneaky. It's like they're hiding their true intentions. So somebody's going to be coming back. And I feel like they're going to feel things out. They're going to watch, see what you're doing, and go from there. Let me get 3 more. Ooh. So we have manipulation. So using someone, selfish, my way or no way, do what I got to do, don't care about you. So you definitely are purging yourself of these type of individuals. I think these are the ones that you're letting go of. We also have STD out here, so exposure, risk of exposure. So definitely if someone's trying to get with you like in the bed quickly, I've always said, why are you trying to get in bed so quickly? You know, do you got something? So that's that. I'm in my feelings, sad, crying, and longing. So I don't know. Somebody might have caught something. But even then, it's just kind of like, this is also a reminder for you guys not to just be out there like that. Because there's a ton of diseases going on right now. They never left, but of course they're there. Because I really feel like a lot of people are just giving up. And it's like they're empty shells. So don't let someone try to manipulate you into something. At the bottom we have, I heard something about you. So gossip, lies. There definitely can be people that are going to be like saying stuff about you. Don't pay it no mind. I kind of feel like they're doing this to shame you or your character. For some of you, they're going to be lying to people saying that you have an STD. That's what I'm seeing here. Because they're in their feelings about something and they can no longer get sex from you. So I feel like they're going to just kind of make others not want you. And with social media the way it is these days, it's easy for that to happen. We also have ego. So head of household, not weak, mask, and strong. So this person is trying to save face. Hopefully this is not you guys doing that, but somebody's trying to save face here. Someone's trying to save face. Because they have too much pride. But basically that's what I see. Let me get you guys a affirmation, and then I'm going to be out this piece. I know this is one of my long ones. He says on what? Same. I mean, if you think about it too, like, you shouldn't just be giving your body to anybody anyway. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't deserve it. Because you don't want, like, everybody all up in your space and business. Alright. Oops. That's too many. So we have authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. We were just talking about that. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it, and that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. So this is back to what we were saying in the beginning. December and any other month is a month for you guys to really just be like, say it like it is. And I don't feel like that's an issue for you guys, but basically just continue doing that because you have to be the real one. There's a bunch of fakes out there. We have the false person here. But if you are authentic and you're doing right, then you're going to come out okay. It may hurt, it may sting, but at the end of the day, the person that's being false and lying is the one that's going to reap what they sow. So just keep being yourself. Don't let nobody deter you from speaking up, you know, speaking your mind, whatever it is, setting boundaries. Say it loud and clear, because passive aggressiveness, that also gets on my nerves. That literally gets on my nerves, because it's like, just say what you want to say. And that's basically being bold. So be bold and figure out who you can trust in December. So thank you guys for look, love is on the bottom. But yeah, so that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm gonna let it upload, and then I'm gonna go ahead and change the I'm sorry, add the timestamp. So I'm gonna put on there like my business, and then when the actual reading starts. So be on the lookout for that. I might try to do it today or tomorrow, or actually today, yeah, later on today. But thank you guys so much. I do have a personal reading. I don't know if the person's in here, but I'm gonna try and get that done tomorrow. You know, I really want the best for Capricorn, because if you listen to YouTube and all our readings are crap. I'm just gonna keep it real. And it comes out crap on mine too, but I kind of try to flip it and make it look at it from a different perspective. But they're like crap. It's always like, oh, third party and blah blah blah. Like, I really don't know why people put us in third parties. Like, that to me is that irritates my soul, because we don't ask for that. You know what I'm saying? And we ask up front, like, hey, you talking to somebody? Because I know, like, it hurts to be cheated on. I would never want to do that to somebody. So it's really just crazy to me that all of our readings are always like that. It's so crazy. Even if I try to do something about positive, I always see like, well, this person's trying to sneak in and do this and that and the other. It's just so crazy. And I do feel like, if you're getting rid of people in December, these people are going to be watching you, because they're wondering, well, why don't you want to talk to me? Why this? Why? It's always why. So that's pretty much it, y'all. This is I don't know, it's a lot to unpack, but our readings really do that. And the people that like I look up and they're like, oh, Capricorn, this is great. I know you have to speak things into existence, but it's like, don't force it. Because it seems like all of our readings have something to do with third party, blah, blah, blah. It's just crazy. But I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me this late at night. Don't forget to like on your way out. And watch your surroundings. Even if you go to a grocery store, not even with your personal stuff, because like I said, people are out here crazy. We have to really be vigilant, because it's like people are ramping up. So if they have that negative spirit in them, you're going to be more susceptible to doing these weird things that we're seeing out here. So this is also a reminder for me to not let that negative energy into my mind and my body, because I do not want to be in the crowd with those people. I'm trying to lift myself up. And I'm about to graduate in a couple weeks. Like, I don't have time for none of this extra stuff. And I really I'm very impulsive. That's my Sagittarius placement. I'm very impulsive. And that's something that I have to work on. Because I say one thing sometimes, I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. But then it like triggers me. And then I'm like, nah, but somebody needs to know. And I never do nothing to hurt nobody. I think I really just said something, because at the end of the day, I'm not about to be made to look like I'm a crazy person. You know what I'm saying? And I draw the line. I don't need to send nobody proof. And anytime a female asks you, if you come to a woman and tell her about something, and then she asks you for proof, that's to let you know she's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Sometimes people aren't a match. Don't be used. I'm gonna talk to y'all while I'm putting this up. Oops. I might do a after I'm finished with the school I might do a live reading where I just do readings for everybody. But yeah, gotta keep your mind positive. Ooh, man. All I did was lay around this past couple 4 days and it felt good. Like, for real, for real. Alright. But y'all have a good night. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.